Hello fellow chartists, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Chartist, and today the Bulls got another win. Alright, it wasn't the most exciting trading day. We had a lot of basing today, a lot of consolidation, sideways price action, but an overall win for the Bulls because they were able to recapture the 200-day moving average. Okay, we're going to talk more about that, but first, here's the flow sentiment filter for 200K premiums or above. And as you can see, 76% into the puts, buying puts, 24% in calls, and big money, it's still buying and putting their money into the puts. Okay, now the question is, are they preparing for a big move to the downside that's coming in the near future? Because a lot of these puts that's being bought is 1 month to 3 months out. Okay, so is there a big move coming to the downside in the near future? Or are these just hedge funds just hedging? Okay, so that's the question. You got to take this information, combine it with the price action. All right, but first take a look at my Discord. All right, so the plan for today, all right, pretty similar to yesterday. Okay, as long as 442 to 443 holds, that was my support. That was around the 50-day moving average. Okay, 446, 449 to 450, then 453.5 are my price targets. If 443 fails, then we'll look to the lower support levels, to 440, 441, then 437. I put bearish below because if we lose 437, I think we're going to get a 10, 20, maybe more dollar drop to the downside. Okay, so if 443 fails, I would have been bearish today. All right, as long as it hold, I was favoring the upside targets. Okay, first target was 446. Okay, now this is the 15-minute chart, and as you can see here, this was the first candle of the day with market open, and it opened right in our support zone. These white lines right here, that was the 445 to 443 zone. That was our support zone. It opened there. All right, and a strong bounce from there, and it went, guess what, to the next level. Level to level trading works, guys, as I always say, and this is the evidence. Okay, because it went from one level to the next level. All right, and our next level, as I spoke about yesterday, 449 to 450. Okay, I was expecting some dip or basing here, which as you can see is exactly what we got. All right, so if you like scalping and you was using the chartist as level, because I mentioned yesterday the 449 to 450 zone, you might have made some decent low small profits depending on how the size of your capital that or whatever you use. Okay, but not any big moves. Okay, it was just basing. All right. So anytime we see like an uptrend like this, as you can see, I'm zoomed out on the 15-minute chart. Got this red trend line. That's, you know, bullish trend line here. Okay. When you see up moves like that, you want to see basing. The phrase is, you know, we take the stairways up and the elevator down, right? So when you see the basing, it's just forming the steps for the stairs. Okay. Today was a basic type of day. We had some strong moves to the upside in the last week of trading. So it's ideal for bulls to see these consolidation because, you know, it can't just go up, 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 up. You know, it's hard to sustain a bull rally when it just goes up. So you want to see some consolidation, some basing. All right, 4-hour RSI, I think the daily chart is officially in overbought territory now. 1 hour is pretty overbought as well. Okay, so sideways price action is healthy. I know it's not the best trade because we love those one directional movements, right? They're much easier to trade and they're very profitable if you're on the right side of the trade, okay? Unless you're stubborn and you continue to be biased. But yeah, you know, this is a win for the Bulls. They was able to recapture the 200-day moving average, and despite the basing, it based just under resistance, okay? So that lack of sell pressure just tells me, and the lack of buying pressure tells me it doesn't have enough strength to break through this resistant level just yet. But the lack of selling pressure tells me that this basing is building strength to eventually break through. Okay, so just play it level to level. The next level is the 453.5 level. Okay, now if you look here on the daily chart, I just took out all my lines. Okay, but I'll show you how I do it. From the high here, this is the January high, all the way to the February low. All right. That's how I got my fib levels. So we cleared the 50% retracement level today. That was where the 50 day moving average was, also around where the 200-day moving average was. We cleared that. All right, you see the 200-day moving average, that's the purple line. So I also had resistant around the 450 to 449 zone. Okay, around there. All right, right there, not gonna be perfect. Okay, now if you're wondering how'd you get that level, chartist, well, that was the low of December back here. All right, so I was watching that level, and that's the level with base. If we cleared that level, if we clear 450, which we did not do today, which SPY did not do today, but if SPY clears it, the next target is 453.5. That's a 61.8 retracement level. As I said before, a lot of times in the strong downtrends, the beginning of the next leg down starts around the 61.8 retracement. Okay, so if we clear 450, all right, if we continue to base, that's bullish. Okay, it's boring, but it's bullish because it's just building strength for an up move. If we see a strong rejection and we see like a bearish engulfing candle, and then we take out our support, like we lose the 200-day moving average again, that's bearish. Okay, but if we take out 450, we're gonna see what happens at 450.5. All right, if we clear that, guys, that is a big win, and we can go test 458, which was this double top over here. Okay, but if we take out the 61.8 retracement level, you know, that's a big win. But if we go test it and we base around it, that's not bad. If we break through it, obviously that's bullish. Okay, I am expecting we get a dip from there though. Not gonna lie, I don't, the charters, I don't really do forecasts or predictions. Okay, I just acknowledge all the different scenarios that can possibly happen so that we be ready for it. Got to stay nimble in this market. But you look at this strong move. This is pretty sharp, guys. Pretty sharp. RSI is getting in overbought territory. I think if we break 450 and we do hit 453.5 to 61.8 retracement level, I think we're going to get a decent pullback. Not basing, but an actual decent pullback. Okay, I could be wrong, but that is what I'm forecasting. Okay, a rare occasion that the chartist actually forecasts anything. All right, so I'm expecting a decent dip there. All right, and we'll see what happens from there. Okay, so play it level to level. 200-day moving average we recaptured today, so tomorrow that will be critical support. Watch for a back test to see if it treats that support. You look at this 50-day moving average. On March 18th, we recaptured the 50-day moving average and closed just short of the 50% retracement level resisted. And then yesterday, we treated that 50-day moving average as a support. Okay, that's bullish. So today, we recaptured the 200-day moving average. Remember, we're taking the stairways up, taking it one step at a time, one level at a time. So we got to watch if that level will hold. If it gets treated as support and it bounces, if we see buying pressure there, that's a sign that we could possibly break through and break 450 and go test the 61.8 retracement level at 453.5, where the chartist is forecasting a decent sized dip. Okay, so keep it that simple. All right, if we get the back test and it bounce, bullish. If we get the back test and it does not bounce and it closes below it, that'll definitely look like a bearish engulfing candle. That's your sign to be bearish when we lose a support level. Okay, we have not lost any support levels lately. As a matter of fact, we've been breaking through a lot of resistant levels lately. Okay, guys, so just play it level to level. That is my plan of action for tomorrow. The VIX, as I told you guys, has been looking bearish. It lost its multi-year trend, multi-month trend line yesterday, and today it showed more follow through. There's not much support until 20.59. That's at the 200-day moving average. Okay, so that needs to hold. Obviously, if you're a VIX bull, but if it loses that level, then the VIX is officially below all of my moving averages. Again, I got the 5, 13, 20. Okay. Don't ask me why I use those moving averages. I just do. Okay, just keep it that simple. Anyways, so that's the next support. Okay, for the VIX to be bullish again, it needs to get back above this multi-year trend line. So it needs to get above 24.3. Where's the 5-day at? The 5-day is at 24.53. So that's what we want to see if you're a VIX bull. Okay, if you're a VIX bull, you want to see it recapture and get above 24.3, and then also take out recapture that 5-day moving average, get above 24.53. all right, that will be a good sign that this is a false breakdown and we can see more upside. And if the VIX goes up, that's a good sign that the SPY will go down. Okay, but as long as the VIX continue its downside momentum as we're seeing, taking out all these support levels, the next support level, the 200-day moving average, could be tested. Okay guys, so that's what I got for the SPY and the VIX. Here's triple Q. Look at that nice body. I'm checking out this candle right here. Look at that body of this green candle. Breakthrough the resistance level, 38.2 retracement level. That's at 352.64 as mentioned yesterday. That's a strong breakthrough, guys. That's a lot of buying pressure. I had some a price target, some resistance around the 358 to 359 zone, and it got up to 357.85. So 15 cents off of my price target. Boy, do I hate when that happens. But if it can clear 359, 363.42 is the next price target slash resistant. That's the 50% retracement level, okay? Now 352.64, since that's the new level we just broke through today, that needs to hold. If we lose it, I'll be bearish, okay? That's a false breakout, okay? But as long as it holds, if it back tests tomorrow as support and you see buying pressure, that's bullish, okay, guys? Dow Jones, it was in false breakout mode yesterday, but the bulls came through on the Dow Jones, and the Dow Jones got back above. It's above the 346.12 50% retracement level. Next target is 200-day moving average, currently at 349.88, and above that is the big test for the 61.8 retracement level at 351.64. Definitely watch for some type of basing or a rejection from there. If it bases, that's fine for bulls. That's healthy for bulls, but a strong rejection, watch for like a bearish engulfing candle or something like that. That's a good sign, guys, of that we're going to head back down and lower to test previous support levels. Okay, guys? But if it breaks through above 351.64, I just be bullish. That's bullish. Anyways, IWM still holding above the breakout level, as you can see. All right. So for tomorrow, support will be 203.6. That's a critical level. Break below that would be a false breakout scenario for this green trend line. The next resistance is 209.7. It has yet to test that level. It's pretty much just consolidating. This is a big move since March 15th. Okay, it was as low as 192.88, and now it's literally at 207 and change. So 209.7 is the next resistance. Some basing is fine. If it breaks above that, obviously bullish. 216.39 is next. Okay, I'll be bearish if 203.6 fails as support. Tesla, extremely bullish. Look at that, another big green solid candle. That's a lot of buying pressure. Okay, took out the 50% retracement level. All right, RSI is in oversold territory now. Okay, not ideal for a bull market when it's breaking through like this. So what we want to see is some basing. Some basing is healthy. So support is at 972.7. We preferably it bases above 972.71. Also have support down here at 908.55. It's pretty close to the 50-day moving average. Okay, so big thing we don't want to lose is the 50-day moving average. If we base above the 50-day moving average, that's fine. It will get tricky to trade, but it's fine. It's healthy. All right. As long as 972.71 holds, though, the next price target is up here at 1,036.87, and above that it's 1128.22. Okay, remember, stay bearish if we lose a support. If we don't lose a support, no reason to get bearish. Okay, and that support is 972.71. If we lose it, bearish, holds, bullish. Apple got very close. It cleared the 50-day moving average, so that's a win for bulls. And it got just a few cents shy of the resistance of this bull flag here. Okay, so the level to watch for tomorrow, 169.6. If Apple breaks above that level, that's a breakout of the bull flag, guys. Okay, Apple's not quite in overbought territory just yet, but yeah, a breakout is bullish. All right, and that will put all-time highs back in play. If we get a rejection from there, like I said, you want to see a decent sized body candle, like one of these red candles, okay? especially if it's a rejection from resistance. That's a good sign that we're going to head down lower to a previous support, which is currently the 50-day moving average at 166.39. Also, if we lose the 50-day moving average, that's the best time to turn bearish and play it down to the next support level around the 20-day moving average, currently at 161.5. Okay, breakout, bullish, rejection, bearish. If it's basing, that's fine, healthy, as I've been saying this whole video. Bitcoin still chopping, still coiling within this triangle pattern. All right, area of confluence up here, up at 44.8K. If that's the multi-year trend line, that white one, and that's the breakout of this triangle pattern. If we break out above that 44.8K, we could say 45K to be safe. That's very bullish for the Bitcoin. Okay, rejection there obviously is bearish. Base is around there. That's okay. That's fine. All right. Support is at the 50-day moving average, currently at 40.6K. If we lose that, I'm bearish down to 36K. That's support of the triangle pattern. All right, guys. Hope you found this video useful. Thank you guys so much for watching. And a lot of you guys, to the viewers yesterday that was sticking up for me, because we had a, kind of a negative comment from some random person. A lot of you guys stuck up for me. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And talk to y'all soon.